I was such a helpful person at home, quiet, not talkative, but funny also. Yeah. So since then, I'm struggling to find closure.
In April this year, over 400 people died during 6 days of torrential floods and mudslides in KwaZulu-Natal. 23-year-old Wandiswa Mdlalose's 15-year-old sister Lusanda was among them. Her body is still missing. Lusanda and 9 other family members died when their brick home caved in on them. Over 100,000 people were affected. This prompted President Cyril Ramaphosa to declare a provincial state of disaster on April 13th. Businesses, homes and critical infrastructure were destroyed. A similar but more forgiving flood incident hit the province's north coast just a month later. And 6 months later, the memories are still painful. The Mdlaloses have buried only 6 of their loved ones. They're waiting for DNA testing for 3 more.
Neighbors from the side help us to come from the side to this side when the river was too full. So I was here because at 5 o'clock we went down the river with all the neighbors going to search for them. Then we found them down from the Seme Bridge.
Professor Hope Magidimisha Chipungu is an expert in urban planning. Her work also focuses on urban migration and its impact. In Durban, the number of people relocating to the city for work and opportunities has increased. The number of vulnerable communities building homes along dangerous floodplains.
We have informal settlement mushrooming on a very high scale, unprecedented, especially in Durban because it's a big city, right? Everyone wants to be here. We are like a magnet. Everyone wants to be within the big cities. So yes, they are increasing, and in so doing, obviously, we are increasing the urban footprint, like the space in which people are living within urban space is growing. But in so doing, you must understand that we are then contribute towards deforestation, right? So we're removing forest. We are now paving where we are paving. We are now putting cement, and water runs faster in those environments. We're not putting a drainage system, proper drainage system that is allowing water to channel. This water we don't know where it's going.
The solution is not an easy one and calls for a multi-stakeholder approach, putting communities and awareness at the heart of it.
Are we doing our land use management and developmental correctly? Are we honest in our approach in doing this? That's the first question that as a planner you have to ask yourself. That is the first one. But also we need to do lot of work around educating the communities, including our traditional leaders. If you're going to go and tell someone who is staying in a low-lying area, this is a danger zone, you don't have to stay here. The first thing they will tell them, I've been staying here for 10, 15 years, nothing happens. What are you talking about? But the thing is, with the climate change, and of course with the issues we are discussing, they are gradual. They don't happen overnight. But it's unfortunate that the period in which we are in now, it tend to happen often and faster than before. And because of that, then we need to be proactive in educating the community.
For people like Wandiswa, the impact of erratic weather patterns has left scars long after the rains have stopped.
I always ask help to find my sister that is still not even found yet. And a home like they promised, the councillors promised to build the LDP houses for us, but nothing from them, nothing as usual, because everything, I don't have even my ID, my child doesn't have its certificate. As he said he wants to go to school, but he can't because he don't have everything. So I'm trying to have these things in order to get something to live.
Minoshni Pillay, SABC News, Durban.